Rob, back to winning ways this afternoon. That must have felt good.
Yeah, it did when that final whistle went. No, really proud of the lads. I thought they were brilliant to a man today, and it probably tells you as well, because it's hard, because you want to be able to bring players on to help try and change the game and keep everyone feeling a part of it as well. And I just didn't feel, obviously we brought March on for some fresh legs towards the end of the game. I felt it really hard to bring anyone else on today, because the performances on the pitch were so good. They were so good. And I thought everyone to a man was brilliant today.
And Northampton certainly didn't make it easy for you. They're a side clearly based on that will be right up there come the end of the season.
Yeah, they're difficult to break down first and foremost, but also they ask a lot of questions of you. So they're quite direct. They'll get it. There's a pattern there though, you know, and they ask a lot of questions of us with direct play, but we dealt with it very well. Had to win the first ball and second ball game, or try to, and made sure we compete in that. They're good at that, and then at times it's difficult when the ball's sort of in the air to be able to get it down and try and come away from the pressure and play the game that we want to play. I thought as the game went on, we began to get our wide players in the game more, and obviously that's where the goal came from. And
back-to-back clean sheets, one at Exeter away, and then here again. It really feels like that puzzle is all coming together now. Yeah,
I mean, I know we hadn't kept it, we conceded a few goals. I wasn't worried, and because the performances are there. You can always concede a goal out of nothing, you know. There's teams that ask lots of, like I said, set pieces, long throws, direct play, a bit of magic that can happen. You can concede a goal, and it's about how we react then. And we reacted really well in general before keeping these couple of clean sheets to conceding a goal. But of course, it makes it a lot easier when you don't concede. You know, I thought there were some really good performances today to make sure we kept them out as well.
I thought Jordan Moore-Taylor really stood out again. He came back into the side ahead of the league game at Exeter. Was fantastic there, despite the big bank getting on his back all afternoon, yeah. And then once again today, magnificent.
I thought it was a really special performance from Jordan today. Yeah, I thought he was excellent. He was strong in the air. He's really composed then when he had the ball, and he's got great leadership skills as well. So his communication was and is top class. So I was really pleased with him and for him. But the people either side of him as well. Dan Sweeney and Don Bernard were excellent. Another clean sheet for Luke as well. Luke probably not having too much to do, but I thought what he did have to do, he was very good. And then everyone obviously in front and around that as well. Everyone played their part in keeping that clean sheet. The wing backs being able to be a threat going that way, and also having to do the job on the other side as well. They have to put a shift in. Regan, Ben and Jack in the middle of the pitch, and of course Jammer and Matty and obviously Marchie coming on were excellent. Jammer getting the winning goal, which he thoroughly deserved. I thought he was excellent today as well. He was a real handful.
And there was a spell when you were putting real pressure on Northampton, yeah. But it didn't look like that goal was necessarily going to come, especially when Jammer had one cleared off the line. Were you thinking that was the moment?
No, I mean, I felt it was going to come. It's just whether it does or not. Their keepers had to make a couple of really good saves. They've cleared one off the line. You could almost sense it or smell it. And we just had to keep doing the right things, which was obviously the space was out wide. Get out to Cads and get out to Kane and try and ask questions and get it in the box. And we know we've got players that can score goals, and I'm really pleased we did.
And it was important to get through, I suppose, a little bit of a flat spell in the middle of the second half, which, as a direct side, Northampton probably would have benefited more. But your side sort of weathered that storm, I suppose, and then really showed what they were about. I
think it's very rare you have a game of football where you can control 95 minutes of play, 98 minutes or whatever it was today. So. They're always going to have a period in the game, and like I said, the way they play, they'll ask lots of questions. They're good at it, and but yeah, we dealt with things well. And I thought when the spaces began to open up, our quality came through, and I thought Jack Aitchison started to find some space. I thought then we really got Cads and Kane in the game then, and some quality came in the box. So yeah, it took a little bit of time to get that goal, but again, I will say I really felt we deserved that today.
And after picking up the Manager of the Month award and Matt Stevens obviously getting Player of the Month in League 2 as well, it must have been nice to back that up with the 3 points.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the awards are great. The awards are for the whole team and the whole group, because everyone's working extremely hard, and that's you guys, and that's all the way through. It's throughout the whole football club. So it's great that we've been recognised for that. But that's a team effort, the whole football club, which is great. But yeah, of course, the most important thing today was 3 points against Northampton, and we've done that. Performed really well. Good feel, good factor. We've got to keep the momentum going now into next week against Stevenage.
And the unity you mentioned there seems to be clear for all to see at the moment, doesn't it? From the staff, players to fans, there's a really great feel around the fully charged.
Yeah, it certainly is. I love the feel at the end. You know, when they probably felt, the supporters probably felt, yeah, we're going to get the 3 points here now, and they'd lost their edge, their nervousness, so they started making some noise as well again, and that was a great feeling at the end. It was, look, I said, win, lose or draw, we'll always applaud and say thank you for coming out and supporting us. It's just obviously so much better than when you win, and yeah, it was a great feeling at the end.